don't want to spend my life with somebody like you. Oh, yeah. All right, my fault. Those I gotta calm myself down because I don't want to show that side of me yet. Mainly because I like to keep these videos type of serious, a little bit serious, but not too serious to the point where you be like, "What is he yapping about?" You know. So, how was your day? It's great. I know. I'm liking the vibe when it gets around 6 to 7 o'clock at not at night, but yeah, I like the vibe. You know, it's more not feng shui, but it's more calming. So in our past endeavors, our last two videos wasn't. Yeah, they were to me they had some type of essence, but I feel like I was just straining it, like I was just dragging it along. But with this one, I feel like there should be a certain point, and I feel like it's the main thing I really want to talk about is the currency that we all hold, and at this time, we just don't know how much we have. Now, a person of my stature, I guess they say I will be embellished in time. Like I would have, I guess, more than the average person that is of age. But as I said, do not put a label on me by age, but by my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Stupid. All right, my fault. But you know, I gotta double dabble in some nonsense here and there, so I don't get taken too serious. So like y'all don't sway away from the content, cause like at the end of the day, yes, I say I'm ageless in my mind. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm still on y'all level. Don't treat me any different. We're equals. You know what I'm saying? I said equality is facade, but I'm trying to make that true. Listen, don't look at me no different. I'm still that badass kid. You know? Well, I'm not badass kid no more. I'm an adult now. You know? Almost legally adult. I still got a teen in my number, but I'm still an adult. That's why I don't try to hyper fixate on age, because they try to you know, young boy you when you hear your age. You know, they trying to excommunicate you out the conversation just based off of what you so-called know because of your age. So with that, we have to recognize that we hold more power than they see. You know, as I said, the young mind is more malleable than the one that's older. They solidify. They can't so-called be open to new experiences or new ideas. You know, they're stubborn. As a child, we're stubborn too, but not in the aspect of not learning things. Now, who remembers the songs? Nobody, probably. All right, it was this one, closed-minded, 50-50. Closed-minded, open. Who remembers? Nobody remembers those. All right, nobody does. All right, but when I do blow up, when I do, because we all know it's gonna happen. When I do, my foot for getting so close. But when I do, just be ready. Just be ready. Just be ready, because I'm not gonna be no generic YouTuber. I ain't gonna be no generic artist when it comes to music either. I will change the wave, and the reason I say that, because I have ideas that nobody have seen before. It won't be comparable to anything else. I will change the aesthetic of music and art. I will change the way people think when it comes to passion. I sense it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. And I feel it. It's always yap. Do it. And that's what I'm doing behind the scenes. So right now, the only thing you will see are just so-called commentary videos and how me talking about the human experience and how the emotions are one thing or other. But when I slow down and I talk to you in a calming way, just know it's more than that. It's always about the passion. It's always about how you really feel it. Because everybody wants to be a motivational speaker and talk about, you can do this, you can do that. And then you look at them, you're like, how are you gonna tell me I can do this and that? And you're not even doing it. You're not even doing it. Or you're already ahead. Don't compare yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. They always say that. But at the same time, compare yourself to the greats so you can get higher. You can get higher. You can get higher than the greats when you compare yourself to them. But I am seen as a moron, an idiot. Don't know what he's talking about. Just work your 9 to 5 and keep it pushing. I had a concept in my mind that I wanted to, once I blow up, I want to be like, I never worked a job in my life. I was trapping. You know what I'm saying? I always when I had that. You know what I'm saying? Or I was like, oh, I never really did nothing for it. I just blew up off of my creativity alone. But I know that's not a real work. I will have to be the slave. I have to run the rat race to experience it so I can be more relatable to the people when I get hired. Because once people get, listen, this is how it is. It's either they're already on that topic, they're already up there, or they've been up there so long they lost their roots. They stimped off all their roots and they created new ones to the point where they can't even connect to their viewers. I know how it feels to survive off top ramen and $5 for a month. Nigga, I know how it feels to be in the shit. I know how it feels to be doing desperate things. I know how it feels to almost feel bad about yourself because you're about to steal because you're hungry. I know how it feels, but I never wanted anything because my so-called family, the family I have created, right? It's not by blood, but the family that I have hold me down to the point that it's necessary. So once I get up there with the when I'm rubbing elbows with the snobby people, I'm gonna bring my people up. I'm gonna bring them up. But even with that, there's certain people you cannot bring up because they're still in their old ways. As they say, you can take the dude out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the dude, supposedly, or the ghetto-ness. And I hate those terms because it's so derogatory. Be like, oh, you a hood dude? Like it is ignorant and dumb when you say that. Because if you're so-called intelligent, you would never even put those type of labels on those people when you know it's not how it is, or putting geeky and ghetto on it. But when somebody else do it, it's a DIY, or it's a homemade, or it's innovating. It's always looked down upon when we create something that is great. That's why I say unity creates diversity. You must hold yourself to a contempt that is way higher than others. That's why there's so much hate in the world, because it's a comparison, and you have something that I don't. I want to take that from you. Or I feel inadequate because you're doing something that I can't do, so I'm going to hurt you, or I'm going to take your life away. You took something from me, or some of your family took something from me years ago, so I'm going to take it back, causing war. As I said, I see it in a simplistic, childish mindset when it comes to anything that is outrageous or war. If you think about it, we all do things for something that we don't have, something to cause, or something with respect. You don't respect me as a being, so I must hurt you. Or you didn't respect my people as a being or as a person of knowledge, so I must hurt you. Violence does give answers, but does it hold long enough? No. It causes resentment and pain. You must hold that to a different, not a cataclysmic event, but a different type of solace. You must hold that into a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I get in those modes, it get like that. But sometimes you gotta slow down so you don't seem as crazy, or you're babbling on, you know? So you gotta wait for it. You just gotta wait for it. If you don't wait for it, then grab it. Don't. Like, I want to bite you. Shit. Don't always wait for it. Sometimes you have to grab it. If that's not the case, then what is? What is? Look at me. What is? Let me stop spazzing out before I get labeled as another yapper. Sometimes being too self-aware gets to the point where they throw you away as, oh, you just quirky or something. So you gotta relax yourself. Calm your nerves, you know what I'm saying? And then say what you have to say, because they will always try to mark you or marginalize you as something that is evil or something that is crazy. Some of the most genius people was seen as crazy or insane. So I try to portray as normal so I can get my word across. Don't see me as different because of how I look. See me as different because of my mind, of what I see and what I hear. God damn, black as hell. See, that's why I gotta stay close to the camera. Because if I don't stay close to the camera, I disappear in this bit. But I disappear in this bit. But yes, it's impeccable. It's impeccable. You just see it. Listen. I don't make videos on the weekends because nobody really pay attention like that. But once I get bigger, I can post any day. I can post something random. I can post me half asleep talking about straight nonsense, and somebody will view it once I'm that big. But if I post non-consensual or nonsensical music, would it have the same effect? Would it have the same reference? No, nobody knows. Nobody knows. So yeah, stay eager with the things you think, and stay eager with the things you want to see above. But saying it and not doing does nothing. So I will stay calm. I will make my little YouTube videos. I'll make my little music until I'll seen as seriously. If they don't see me as a threat, that is great, because once you're not seen as a threat, they won't kill you, you know? But if you're seen as a threat to make anything positive, because you try to do positive music or trying to open their minds in an enlightened way or a spiritual way, you get killed, or you're shrugged off, or you look what he did back in the day, you know what I'm saying? They bring up old stuff, or they try to silence you. So I'm gonna stay calm. I'm gonna make generic YouTube videos, cliche, TikToks, thirst traps, all that. But then when the masses come to see me, and the masses come to my light, I'm gonna show them the truth, you know? It's either we recreate or we destroy it. Or you can do both, or you could try to upgrade it. Recreate, destroy, or upgrade it. Try to fix it. Those are the only two things that could be feasible. So I'm gonna relax my nerves. Sorry for the. I'm not gonna call it a rant because that's how you degrade your words when you call it a rap or a yap says. Sorry for speaking so fast, But that's how it is. That is how it is. That is how it is. That's how it's always gonna be. That's how it's always gonna be. And that's the sad part. But it won't be sad for long. Once I'm known, we're gonna try something different. Once I'm known, the wave of what I'm gonna create, it's gonna be insane. I promise you. You just gotta hold on. You're gonna see how I see it. If not, you will be left. That's all I gotta say. You have a great day.